Texas at Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State 6-point home underdog. Total 60.5. You hear these totals, NFL? 60, 70. Scoring epidemic in the NFL, not in college football. Here's should I let you? But you want to build the case for your boy Spence, or do you want me to go and then you respond?
I can go and let you follow up. I mean, listen, it's not so much that you know what? I will make a case for Spencer Sanders. All right, the number open Texas -1. It's up to 6.5. Right, that number.
Can you say my boy Spencer? Can you say that?
Geez, I don't know. It's Oklahoma State.
I won't make you do that. I won't make you do that.
Close to Stillwater. I don't want any of that trash coming to my front door. Spencer Sanders, he might play, he might not, and if he does, he might be limited. Right? He got that Tony Romo Toradol shot before the game last week, and he was excellent in the first half, and then he couldn't throw it deep in the second half. And my question to everybody is, what the hell does that matter? Texas doesn't give up long passes anyways. It's not like we've taken a big weapon away. Texas has only given up 5 passes beyond 30 yards this season. That's a top 10 number. That defense excels at not giving up long, deep passes. So when you see Spencer Sanders underthrow his wide receivers against TCU, do you know why they did that against TCU? Because they're outside the top 100 in defending the pass. I believe it or not, they're 128th and I think in defending pass explosiveness. So Spencer Sanders had to take shots downfield because that was the weakness of TCU. It's just not the game plan against Texas's defense. Now, where can you attack the Texas defense? You can attack them short, 0 to 10 yards. They give up more first downs than just about anybody in FBS to the pass, and that's all on 0 to 10 stuff. So go look at Spencer Sanders' throwing chart from last week against TCU. 4 of 4 from behind the line of scrimmage. 8 of 9 from 0 to 10. 4 of 18, every pass that went beyond 10 yards. I guarantee you they are not going to go deep on Texas. You can run the ball against Texas, and you can pass from 0 to 10 on them all day. So I expect Sanders to be fine in the first half, similar to last week. If I'm getting a little uncomfortable thinking the shot's going to wear off, then I might buy out of it. But, I don't disagree that this Texas offense is going to have their way going up and down the field. I wrote this up for Action Network. It says explicitly at the bottom, Texas team total over 32.5. I don't think they're going to have any problem scoring here. Oklahoma State at 6 or better has value because that is already factored in that Sanders is not playing and Gunnar Gundy is going to play. By the way, Gunnar Gundy can throw it down the field. So, but why would you? Like I said, it's not in the game plan against Texas. But the Longhorns are going to have their day on offense. They have the best success rate numbers on offense in all of the Big 12, and their strength of schedule is 3rd in the nation. So what they've done against really quality opponents.
And they've had hurt quarterbacks.
So I will, step aside and let you plead the case about why someone should buy in on Texas at this number. But I think once you see Spencer Sanders on the field, say 2 p.m. Eastern, warming up, and he gets his shot, you're going to see this number crash probably down to 3.5 or 4, maybe 4.5, right? Why would you buy this at Texas -6? I wouldn't touch this number right now.
I might buy a little bit now, just in case like Spencer Sanders gets ruled out or anything, and we'll try to get some news. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna wait if it looks like he's trending to play. I'll wait. I like Texas anything under 7. Spencer Sanders is clearly not right. He can't throw it deep. There's also 25-mile-an-hour winds here, and here, guess what? Oklahoma State can't run the ball, and you can't run the ball in Texas this year. Guess who can run the ball? Texas, best running back in the country. And Oklahoma State's defense is just atrocious all across the board. And I went back. I was actually like, I shouldn't have played TCU. I went back, looked at the box score. TCU was way better. And TCU's defense is worlds worse than Texas. Texas defense, the most improved defense in the country by a country mile. And Oklahoma State can't run it. They can't defend the run. Texas can run it. They can defend the run. Also, Texas has better receivers, a better quarterback, and they're going up against a worse pass defense. Oklahoma State's pass defense, like 95th EPA per pass. I mean, it is just their defense is bad across the board. I don't think the market just knows just how bad this Oklahoma State defense is. We talked about it before the year. Their metrics were all bad against a soft schedule. Texas had the much tougher schedule, by the way. And yeah, I think Texas is going to be able to move the ball at will. I don't care how windy it gets. Bijan Robinson is going to go bananas. And yeah, good luck to Spencer Sanders trying to throw 8-yard passes and 20-mile-an-hour winds. I know that Texas has been vulnerable there. They're going to bring their safeties up here, and they're going to dare Spencer Sanders to throw it deep. And I don't think he can. And I think Texas rolls here.
Yeah.
Hook 'em horns. By the way, third best team in the country right now in my power ratings is Texas. I've obviously made some, it's not just like number, like I've had to say like, okay, this is what they look like with yours, but this is their defense. And this is another reason to expand the college football playoff. You have a quarterback injury against Alabama and you lose by 1. And you have a couple of fumbles to Texas Tech when you were with your backup quarterback and you lose in a fluky fashion in Notre Dame. Their college football playoff shot is probably done. They would need mass chaos to get there. And by the end of the year, they might be one of the 3 or 4 best teams in the country. So to everyone who says like, oh, the best teams always get in anyway, it's not necessarily true. Texas, I promise you, Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, whoever else gets in, by the end of the year, they're going to say, thank God I don't have to play Texas. Give me Clemson.
You must be seeing my mentions, because whenever Action Network puts out the graphic of Brett's top 8 versus my top 8, and my top 8 has Texas in there from a power rating perspective, I mean, I just get torn to shreds on Sundays because it's like, how can you have a 2-loss team up this high? Because Texas would be favored over every team except for like 6 of them, right? I mean, that's how good they are. Now to finish this off, Oklahoma State is terrible.
I'd favor over Michigan. I favor them over Clemson.
It's right there. It's right there. It's like a point.
I know. I'm saying, but I'm right. I'm above.
Yeah. Oklahoma State is 90th in defensive finishing drives. That's why I like the Texas team total over. If Spencer Sanders playing, they can try to keep up. I think the spread's too high, but you're right. Oklahoma State's defense is not going to be able to stop Texas from scoring.
Another factor, Texas, unluckiest team in the country in field position. Oklahoma State, the luckiest so far. Expect that to change. Some regression coming this way. Hook 'em horns.